Sometimes the incompetency, you deserve to be fired.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where you watch the worst movies, trailer, and credits scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
Yeah?
It's not about us.
It's not about us. Okay. All right. Just curious. All right, so what are we doing here?
This movie sucks.
This is bad. This is bad. What did you do to us? You did this.
Well, I suggested like 8 movies, and then Thais came home and was like, you should do that new Zac Efron one, friend of the pod, and Joey King. Everyone loves the two of them. And I was like, I don't want to watch that. But I was like, in good conscience, I have to suggest it to Russ. And then you picked it. So I gave you like 8 choices, and this is the one you picked.
I narrowed it down to 2, and I said,
Yeah.
Midnight Sun.
Yep. Which we're going to do, which looks funny.
Absolutely ridiculous. She's allergic to the sun. I mean, obviously, she's a vampire, right?
A real disease. Yeah.
Vampirism. And this movie, and I was like, well, because all the friends of the pod. So
I know. Yeah. It's both our faults.
It's a team effort here. We fail together. We succeed together.
Yep.
This is our failure. Okay.
And we do a family fair together that came out this year in June.
That's weird. Yeah. Christmas movie in June. Let's see how that went. Okay. So here we are. Full breakdown of A Family Affair 2024 Netflix flick with Nicole Kidman, Zac Efron, and Joey King.
That's right.
Netflix darling.
Best friends of the pod.
BFFs.
So should I remind people what it's about?
Hey, you do whatever you want to do over there. I can't control you. God. I can't control you.
Audiences like you better sober and with 20/20 vision.
How'd you know I can't see?
I was doing a bit from the movie.
Oh, I was like, my eyes are blurring up right now.
You just watched it. You immediately forgot.
Yeah, this movie was like celery to me.
So, and no surprise, because this is what it's about. A surprising romance, which again is not a surprise, kicks off comic consequences for a young woman, her mother, and her movie star boss as they face the complications of love, sex, and identity. Horrible.
I don't care about any of this. So how do we do in our prognostications?
I don't remember.
we were off. We were a little bit off.
We were off. Yeah. Okay. You did a me, right? And said that this was like the beginning of some other movie.
It was like the first 15 minutes of heading into an action movie, Greenland, and we're going to run into Jerry Butts. And that situation, that didn't happen.
Right. Maybe a little P.S. I love you mixed in.
Unfortunately, yeah. So
yeah. Okay. And I don't remember what I said. I think I just said, yeah. Yeah.
That tracks. That sounds about right.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. You do a good cool. You, by the way.
I've been practicing.
Yeah. Duh. That's how I sound to myself. Okay, so that's cool. So we screwed up our prognostications. We got the title of the movie. We got the log line said next part, right? Quick info.
That's right.
Okay. This is directed by Richard Lagravanese. And if that sounds familiar to you listeners, it's because it should.
Friend of the pod.
Enemy
of the pod.
So he did P.S. I Love You.
That's
the movie, right? What episode was that? And was that last year? We've done
recent.
We've done so many movies.
This period's there between the P and the S's.
Yeah. Well, not here. Episode 190. 190.
100 episodes ago.
100 episodes. How are we possibly supposed to remember that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Gerard Butler.
Jarrett Butler.
Jerry.
G Butts. Anyway, so he directed that. Richard Lagravanese.
A great natural accent, by the way, but terrible accent in that movie.
Yes. I bet if you went back and listened to episode 191, which is part 1, and we talked about the director, I bet we did the same bit. Lagravanese.
Probably some kind of Italian.
Yeah, Italian. Okay. He did Water for Elephants, Freedom Writers, Paris, I Love You. Right?
Those are, I think, fairly well-regarded films for the most part.
I don't know. I'm not sure I care. And then
award-winning, probably.
Screenwriter, we have got one screenwriter on this one.
Yep. Who's done nothing.
Carrie Solomon.
Yep.
She did this, and she's working on an untitled Margot Robbie Ocean's 11 movie.
That's right.
That feels like if you and I put our IMDb profiles together, we're also writers on an untitled Star Wars movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we all?
Waiting for it to get optioned.
All right, who's in this one? So Nicole Kidman, who you take issue with.
I've decided I hate Nicole Kidman now. She's not a good actor. Her natural accent is infuriating to me. It's like half Australian, half American. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, you spend so much time here. Soon, half American? You mean English?
No. It's like a third of each of those. A third English, and then like some words she says kind of American sounding.
Yeah,
she goes across the board, and I don't like it. Stick to Australia. Be like Hugh Jackman.
I don't know. I'm not sure I can support you in this one, but yeah.
Okay. Nicole Kidman.
If you want to be on the podcast.
That's right. I guess you're welcome here.
Yes, absolutely. But just be ready for us to do Australian accents with you.
Yeah. And they'll be better than yours. So. Accent.
I was trying to say, can you say "oh no" in an Australian accent?
Oh no!
Damn it! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
That's not an accent.
It's not an accent. This is an accent. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's a tough one. All right, so that's who's done that. All right, so actors, Nicole Kidman, she plays Brooke Harwood. We just need her first name, Brooke, mom. Zac Efron, friend of the pod, he plays Chris Cole, big movie actor. Joey King plays Zara Ford. Why do we have last names? Why are they all? I don't
know. Some of them have last names for some reason, and then most characters don't.
Most characters don't. Kathy Bates plays the voice of reason. Leela, grandmom, stepmom. Layla? So what did I say? Leela? Layla. Yeah, Layla. Yeah, Layla.
Tomato.
Yeah. Liza Koshy plays Eugenie.
That's right.
That's a name.
Which they call her Jeannie most of the time, but Eugenie apparently is what she's credited as.
I love the attention to detail. Sherry Cola.
Cool name.
Are you just making me make this?
No, that's a real name.
Sherry Cola.
Yeah, it's a sick name.
That's a great name.
Yeah, I know. And she was maybe the best actor in the movie.
I thought you were messing with me on this one. I was like, Sherry Cola? Really? Okay.
Really?
All right. She plays Stella.
That's right.
The other friend?
Yep.
Yeah. The screenwriter friend, the playwright friend, right? Who's in it for
arguably the best role in the movie.
Yeah.
For 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes. And then Reno Reyes?
Yep.
That's a pretty good name.
It is a pretty good name.
Plays the villain.
That's right. She's credited as
the villain.
The villain. The villain.
Okay.
I don't know which villain. I think maybe on one of the sets during one of the movie filming scenes within the movie.
It probably got cut.
It might have gotten cut.
Right. Yeah.
We hope.
We hope. Numbers, we couldn't get any because it's all Netflix stuff. So
That's right. Except for the very rare Rotten Tomato number where the critics were a little kinder.
Yeah, the critics had this at 35%, which, by the way, that's above our thresholds.
That's right. We made a special exception for this one.
Yeah, and because the audience is at 30%, so maybe we can say that.
I think we
can make this is our podcast. We can make the rules, right?
That's right.
We can change the rules of the game, so we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, listeners, if you got a problem with it, send us an email.
This isn't your show, okay, listeners?
That's right.
This isn't. Oh, it is for you, but
yeah. All right. Do you want me to do fast facts since I pulled them this time?
Yeah. You know what?
You know what? I should.
You reap what you sow. You should fact me, Daddy. Damn it.
There we go. That's the ticket.
I should. Damn it.
All right. So I've got some excellent fast facts for us today.
These better be
You're
fast.
Gonna love them.
These better be
You're
fast.
Gonna love them. I think they'll be quickish. Okay, so in the doctor's office scene, when Zara, Joey King, is asking her mother, Brooke, Nicole Kidman, what is he, like 20 years younger than you? Talking about Zac Efron. Her mom says 16. In
Yes.
actuality, Nicole Kidman is 20 years older than Zac Efron. And also,
Furthermore,
Joey King's husband is 16 years older than her. So maybe a little
what?
reference to that, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That seems a bit of a
Yeah,
stretch. But
weird. Yeah, I didn't know that she is married to a 40-year-old.
I didn't know that either.
It seems kind of weird.
Settle down.
It's a little weird.
Settle down.
16 years?
Some of us are of age here. Okay. Of a certain age.
Yeah, they met on a set when he was the director, though, of something she was doing about like an abusive thing. And like, I don't know, when you're in a position of power like that. Right?
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. They met in 2019 on the set of The Act.
Is that the one where she wears the wig?
Yep.
Always look for
the one where she's playing Gypsy Rose.
Always look at the scalp, right?
Always look at the scalp. Yep.
Safety tip.
Anyway, thought that was fun.
Yeah.
And gross.
Okay.
Okay, so Brooke, Nicole Kidman, tells Chris that she's Australian.
I'm Australian. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And Chris brags that he knows Margot Robbie.
Yep.
In reality, Zac Efron has never worked with Margot Robbie, but Nicole Kidman did in Bombshell.
This feels like the writer being like, I don't know Margot Robbie, but I'm working on an untitled Ocean's 11 movie with her.
That's right.
Even the little kid,
right,
even the little kid outside's laughing at that one.
Yeah, the writer definitely contributed all of the trivia to IMDb. 100%. You can tell by the next one. This is Richard LaGravenese. First directing job in 10 years, which it shows.
Yeah.
You need to dust it off a little more often, bud.
I mean, you just set up a camera and was like, all right, do your thing.
Yeah, I think directing is not like riding a bike. I think it's more like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, I agree with that one. How do we get that job? I mean, we could have directed this.
100%. Yeah.
Directed by the ITMT. That's it, right?
Yeah, I'll speak French, and Joey King would translate it for me.
Yeah. Yes.
Presumably.
Even though the French speak. Anyways, we'll get to that point. All right. Okay. Cool. What else do you have?
Yep. So
facts me, Daddy.
Did you know that Zac Efron and Kathy Bates went to
Alan
Hancock College?
Together? Aren't they age difference?
Separate.
Nope, separate.
Yep. She is more than 20 years older than Zac Efron.
Yes,
but like Nicole Kidman.
But she's got the hots for him, so.
That's right.
Don't we all? For Zac Efron, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, best friend of the pod.
Yeah.
At one point in the movie, Kathy Bates says that her dream was to be Stevie Nicks growing up. Later on in the movie, we see Nicole Kidman dressed kind of like Stevie Nicks.
I hate. That's like the base.
Little top hat.
Yeah. I hate this. I quit.
Yep. And lastly, you're gonna hate this even more. But it's to sell T-shirts. So listeners, go on the website, buy a foreshadowed monster T-shirt because we got a monster A foreshadowed coming in hot right now.
Let's go.
At the beginning of the movie, right after Chris breaks up with Ashley and Zara and him are in the car, they're listening to "Believe" by Cher. Yep, we don't have the rights to that.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, the lyrics are those, which is basically the plot of the rest of the movie. Because Nicole Kidman is really the main character and trying to find a life after love,
right?
After her husband Charlie dies. So
of cancer.
It's basically the plot of the movie.
That's it.
Song.
Huh? Look at that. Yep. Subtle aid foreshadowed, huh?
Super subtle. Super
subtle.
Just like everything else in this movie, so subtle.
So subtle. Yeah.
God, I hate this movie.
Yeah, characters have to explain their emotions. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, that was great, man. Nice job.
Thank you.
Jared picked up the slack here because I am hungover. So.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? me?
That's crazy.
Who, me? Let's not dwell on that. Let's move on to, how about you, Hollywood? Pitch me, you motherfucker.
That's right, sure. And I took the easy way out because I was like, Russ is probably hungover. I'm going to screw him.
Yeah.
And take the obvious ones.
Okay.
So this movie, speaking of obvious, is clearly The Kissing Booth 3 meets The Idea of You. So
3? Why not 1 or 2?
third one. Either 1 or 3, I think, could have applied. I almost did 1. But
Okay.
3 specifically because
Pitch me.
that's right. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 would have been really only because of the dead parent vibe, specifically Joey King having a dead parent in both movies, and that's like a big factor in everything. It's really annoying.
I can't remember. Was her parent? Yeah. What is that? Why is that a thing for her? Every movie, right?
I don't know. Dead mom in Kissing Booth and dead dad in this one.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it happens. Parents
Just
die.
typecast.
Just get used to it, right? Get ready for it.
Oof. That's right.
They're gonna go.
Spit those truths.
Anyways.
But it's more like 3 than 1 because Joey King in both movies doesn't know what she wants to do with her life.
Ugh,
You know, the
tell me about
whole
it.
plot of Kissing Booth 3 was like, do I go to college with Noah or do I go to college with Lee? What do I want to do? I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to be a
Do I want to cut my hair short? What do I want to do?
Yeah. And spoilers for the Kissing Booth 3.
She does all that.
Nope, she becomes a video game developer.
That's right. Oh my god,
Out of left field.
that's right. Well, they hint at it in parts 1 and 2 if you're really paying attention. But yeah,
Yeah, because she plays a video game once. You're right.
yeah.
They totally hint at it. That movie makes perfect sense.
Come on, Jared. Don't be so thick.
Both movies also have inappropriate relationships.
Yeah.
Just in general, I think all of her relationships are problematic in The Kissing Booth.
And apparently, in real life, according to you,
Yep, that's right. According
so
to me,
Mr. Judgy over there.
Mr. Judge Dredd.
You know, people in their 40s can date people younger. Okay, so
No, that's totally right. You're totally right, dude. But like, you're maybe dating someone 15 years younger. You're not going to go 16. 16's a year
16
too far.
Yeah, that's pushing
Gross.
it. But
That's right.
I think 14 or 15 is fine, right?
Totally fine.
Totally fine. 16 though?
16. Icky.
Jesus Christ.
Well, and also, but also it's different because you meet adults.
This
as
is
adults.
not. This is not about me though.
This isn't about you.
No,
Right.
But
you're trying to defend yourself here.
well, no, I'm just saying. I'm just defending 40-year-olds across
course.
the globe. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But Joey King, when they started dating, not only was he in that director position in directing her, but she was 20 and he was 36.
That's a jump. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. You
20.
Yeah, 20s. That's young.
That's too young. That's
Yeah.
too young.
25. You got to be able to rent a car. You know.
Yes. Have like your frontal cortex is finished developing. All that stuff.
Yes, your sheath is fully myelinated. You know, like.
No, don't say that.
But that's a real thing.
Yeah, I know. Don't say it like that.
Your sheath is fully myelinated.
Yep, you keep saying it.
Keeps making you uncomfortable.
Yep. Anyway, it makes me uncomfortable just like a 20-year-old dating someone in their mid-30s because that's gross.
That's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, but adults doing adult things totally fine.
Totally. And just make sure they can rent the car.
So anyway, Joey King, inappropriate relationships, and then lastly, The Kissing Booth. Just like this movie, I think it's a Joey King thing. Infinite montages. That's the whole movie.
Man, there are so many.
1,000 montages. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And too long. Both movies too long.
Yeah, this is almost 2 hours long. No, hour and 47 minutes. I think it was clocked in it.
Unnecessary.
Hour and a half. That's what you get. Like,
that's right.
How is the new Alien movie shorter than this? And it's
great question.
And it's way better, like infinitely better.
Great question.
Yeah.
So meets The Idea of You because that's the same movie.
Oh, so, hey, you missed one thing about Kissing Booth 3 there. Takes place in California, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills area, right? Isn't that where Kissing Booth?
Nailed it, right. And LA is a character in both movies, right?
Yeah, Beverly Hills is a character, right?
Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Great call. So anyway, meets the idea of you because it's the same movie. So
Yeah,
this movie came out I think around the same time, June 2024. Also,
I think so.
yeah, and Anne Hathaway, inappropriate old lady, falls in love with young hotshot superstar.
But he's like 24. She's 40, right? That's
Yep,
16. That's 16 years.
it's about the same,
That's 16,
right? It's
16
about
years.
the
Yeah,
same.
16 years. Right. Okay. 15. If he was
15,
25,
totally fine.
he could rent
Totally
a car. 15 years, that's
right.
totally fine. But 16 years is pushing it.
That's right. That's right. Especially when you're under 25, right? If
Right.
he's 24 or something. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
If you're 24.
Like Joey King, 24.
Right. Can't be doing that.
Right.
Shouldn't be doing
You
that.
can't be doing that.
But you could do it. I mean,
So, in that movie, he's a celebrity boy band star, right? And in this one,
One Direction.
He's an actor, a famous actor, like king of the world kind of thing, right?
Yep. Yep.
The age gap romance is obvious, and then they really both focus on themes of, where does the intersection of celebrity and real life of like you're stuck in this fame thing so much, it's hard to have real relationships.
It's such a burden. It's such a burden. What a burden. I can't go to a grocery store, which I have commentary about the grocery store they go to finally at the end. Bullshit.
Yeah, listeners, if you want to make us famous, just buy a t-shirt. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
And then we can understand and experience the burden.
I think that's fame. That's what we want. We want to understand that burden of fame and power and money,
because we're just a couple of jerks making fun of people right now.
That's it.
That's not cool. Like, people's art is people's art. Either way, we need to understand, get in their shoes, the burden of fame.
We need to Daniel Day-Lewis this right now. We need to go full method. We need to understand. We need to be in their shoes. So buy a shirt. Give us money. I'm
halfway to Jared Leto.
Yes, we're so close. We're like 10 seconds from Mars. Let's just get there.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I guess that's shorter. We're more like a minute from Mars. Because he's 30
about a
seconds from it, right?
Yeah. At least double. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of it. Don't watch either of those movies. The Idea of You is better, but not by much.
Did you watch it?
I watched most of it and then I stopped because I was like, I'm not finishing this.
You're like 16 years. It's too much.
Yeah.
What
do you got?
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah, pitch me.
Okay. I'm going. This is very obvious. Christmas Prince. Another excellent episode from us that we've done.
Wow, we're just plugging episodes here. I love it.
That's what we do. Shirts and episodes. Christmas Prince meets the Phantom Menace.
Clearly.
Because Star Wars. What I'm doing right now is because this transcript thing happens on YouTube. If we just keep saying Star Wars, it's SEO, baby. We're going SEO. That's the only reason why I picked this. It's just for that.
George Lucas and Disney.
George Lucas. That's right.
That's right.
Star Wars. Christmas Prince, obvious one. This one takes place during Christmas. It takes place in
sometimes.
Yeah, right. It's like, just the second half.
It's like barely the second half. Yeah.
The second half is just like, oh, it's Christmas time now. Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, in California, you don't have Christmas. I'm sorry. It's
right.
You don't have it.
Yeah. Santa doesn't visit California.
No, it's too nice. No, stop it. It's 70 degrees.
Taxes are too high.
Taxes are too high. Gas is too expensive. Like Christmas only happens in New England. We all know that. So we get that, right? In Greenland. That's right. In Finland, where Santa Claus is actually from.
That's right. Yeah, Northern Europe, really.
Yeah, that's it. So everywhere else go away. All right, so Christmas Prince, we get the Christmas thing, right? We have the idyllic location. This takes place in, beautiful Beverly Hills. Everyone's got a beautiful home right on the ocean. I mean,
beautiful,
right? Like,
yep.
That's
just
cool.
Like
Christmas
Latveria?
I think it's Latveria. Isn't that where Larissa's from? Our new intern. Yeah. Okay. So we get that. We have love story. We've got Christmas Prince. He's a prince. He's prestige. We got Chris Cole here, Zac Efron's character, Khan of Prestige, well known, famous. Then meets a Phantom Menace. I don't remember what I was going to do with this
age gap romance.
That's right, age gap.
Right, you're doing a thing that I was doing because we've been focusing on that a lot this episode.
Yes,
it definitely has not been played out yet.
No, not yet.
Let's keep talking about it.
Yeah. So age gap thing. Princess Hamidabadal. What's her name? Natalie Portman's character.
Yep. Padme, just go Padme.
Yeah, Padme. Okay. She's definitely way older than Anakin. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
like
He's a little boy.
he's like a little
Just
boy.
like Joey King.
Are you an angel? Yeah. Are you an angel? Like,
Gross.
gross.
And she's like, she's got to be 20.
At
right?
least.
At least.
He's like 10.
Yeah.
7.
You.
Ew.
Had Garden State even come out yet?
No. No. Padme, settle down, all right? Rock and cross. So we got the age difference thing going on there. Phantom Menace. What else we got? I feel like Grandma's kind of like the Sith Lord kind of thing going on here. She's, speaking in both the characters' ears and telling them what to do. So she's kind of playing like a she's kind of puppet mastering the things going on here.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Yeah, and that also takes place in a faraway galaxy, far, far away. And California is kind of a galaxy far, far away from us.
Okay, so I like that we're doing a shitting on California thing.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
We got a bunch of listeners over there.
Yeah.
Get at us. Get us in the comments.
We actually do have a ton of listeners in California. Who is in California is listening to us? What are you doing?
Well, they're not anymore.
I mean, keep doing it, but
yeah. Laurel, our friend of the pod.
Oh yeah, I forgot she lives out there now, huh?
Yeah.
She's too cool for us now, huh? Or is she listening?
Star.
Do you think
we don't want to dox Laurel, but
no, but she's probably listening right now, isn't she?
I hope she's listening. Yeah,
so
she likes the rom-com ones, and we haven't talked to Laurel. We're bad friends. Huh?
We're the worst. Well, it's once you get outside the 495 belt, we don't care. Seriously, we don't. Right. Once you get outside that, you're basically the South to us. It doesn't matter.
You're gone forever.
That's gone forever. That's it. It's our bubble of safety up here, the 495 ring. So
yep. And we don't talk to anyone except strangers on the internet in a one-way format.
Yep. That's it.
Otherwise, outside of 495, not interested.
Not interested. So, yeah. So that's all right,
it. Shout out to Laurel.
Yeah. Long story short, shout out to Laurel. Sorry, we're bad friends. We'll say hi in a different format. No.
I'm sure we will.
Group text.
I'm sure we will. Okay.
Okay, I think that's it, right? We pitched.
Is that it?
We're done. Can we just go home now? I'm already home. Can I stay here, please?
Mm-hmm. Okay, go to bed.
All right. Let's go. Let's get this going. Are you ready to tear this, to break this down, not tear it apart? Because that implies we're being mean.
We never do that.
No.
That's right. Yeah. When you go low, I go high.
When you go low, I go even lower. So.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. So we open up RK Films.
Yeah. Roll after the Netflix, obligatory Netflix.
I mean, obviously,
it's mostly their fault.
It's yeah. I blame Netflix for a lot of things.
Yeah. RK Films also friend of the pod. I feel like we've seen this animation before. They do like a diner in New York thing.
Yeah, we definitely have. I didn't because you know how my night went, so I didn't really get a chance to look up anything. But they're Arcade Studio, an Indian film production company.
Okay, so mostly Bollywood.
Founded in 1948. Wow. Right. 1 year after India gained independence. Okay.
Good year.
Had a rough start as its first movie, AG, 1948, did not perform well at the box office.
That's too bad.
Most of RK Films...
1948 is a tough time for movies.
I mean, right? 48.
People got the high of World War II coming down from,
The Black Plague was out. You know what I mean? Is that then?
The plague.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that was the 40s. Yeah.
Most of the RK Films productions share a common theme of criticizing society and depicting love across social divides, like being 16 years apart.
Gross. 16's too many. One too many.
Looks like it's a family affair. The Kapoor family, founded by Raj.
A family affair. Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh, I didn't even mean that.
You did. Yes, you did. Cut that.
No, so yeah, there you go.
Wait, but what else have they done? Are we looking at the right studio here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well,
Nope.
great work, team. This is why we do live research instead of.
Why would you name yourself Arcade Films after? No, that's definitely them. That's the logo right there. Right?
Was it?
Arcade Films
Why
films
don't you
from
search RK Films, A Family Affair? Maybe that helps. Oh no.
yeah. No.
See, and this is, I think, where the real money laundering comes in. Is you just have a fake studio that doesn't even get credited anywhere on the internet.
Production company RK Films is short for Roth and Kirshenbaum Films.
Oh,
here it is.
Formerly
Okay.
Roth Films. Okay.
This makes sense. American production company formed in 2007.
Yeah, this makes way more sense. Oh, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, yeah.
I think what we're trying to say there is don't believe the first search. You know, this is just a PSA. That's what this really was. We knew what we were doing going into this. The whole point is just don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah, or hear on the internet, just because we're lying to you right now.
Always, and remember that. And yeah, okay, this makes sense. Hey,
Okay,
look
so
at that.
what other movies here?
Founded 2007. Guess how long ago that was?
16 years ago.
Ish. Yeah. Someone's got to update this page. They did Alice in Wonderland, Snow White and the Huntsman, Oz and the Great Powerful. Yeah, they got some good ones. Sabotage, David Ayer movie.
Maleficent. Okay.
Maleficent. I hate that word.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Triple X.
Yeah, Return of Xander Cage.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay, but not one that we did though.
Doolittle. F9. Wow. Justin. Wow. Okay. The Gray Man. That was terrible. Fast X.
Oh, you know what?
I
think I'm thinking of it because of Damsel and Jackpot, which I watched both of those this year. The new Millie Bobby Brown. Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah. Damsel, not bad. And the very funny Jackpot, which if you haven't seen that yet,
I have not.
Aquafina and John Cena.
Oh, Paul Feig. Yeah. Is it Feig?
Feig. I think Feig.
Yeah. He's good. He's done some good stuff. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Well, that explains that. That's like no wonder I've seen it before. It was recently.
Not to be confused with R.K. film productions from India. Right. So lesson learned.
Totally different. Well, glad we did that.
Yeah. Always dig a little deeper. That's the point. Okay. So super hot opening here. Basically following Zac Efron's. He's famous.
Yeah. When you say super hot, you mean it's a super boring montage of him doing famous guy stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically they just filmed Zac Efron just being Zac Efron.
Basically, yeah. Red carpet events, and he's going on dates. Covers. He's on Hot Ones even. Sean Evans playing himself.
Sean Evans, yeah, comes in, pops in with the hot questions and the hot wings, where the wings are hotter. We've got hot questions.
The wings are hotter than the guests. Right.
We got hot wings too. Whatever. Sean.
Yeah, I love a good hot wings.
That show is pretty great, though.
I love that show, too. Yeah, agreed. So this is, I think, a low point for Sean Evans. Like, get out of this movie while you can.
Seriously. So we learned, Zac Efron's just a famous actor. And then we cut to a title card, A Family Affair.
Yep, that's right.
I think the title's a little weird for this movie, isn't it?
Yep. Okay. That's right. A family banging.
That's what it should have been called. A family banging.
Family?
Yeah. No, goddamn. It's some weird internet search. Again, always dig deeper. Don't believe your first search.
Don't search that.
Don't search that. For the love of God.
All right. I guess like there's only a couple like key points that we miss in that first montage is that like he's dating around a lot. Like there's a lot of him going on dates and it getting going poorly and him breaking up with people and whatever.
I mean, if you're rich and famous, what else do you do?
Comes with the territory. I mean, like listeners, make us famous.
Yeah, rich and famous. Let's see what happens.
Make us famous. Make us famous.
See what happens.
Yeah, this episode's going off the rails before we even get started, huh?
Yeah, we were supposed to be done by 12, and we're not even through the first part of the movie.
No, we just got to the title card.
All right, so we're I think this is
making enemies of all the listeners. Our favorite listeners are probably hate us at this point.
No, we just lost like California's like our second highest download, I think, state,
I think so. Yep.
country. Anyways, all right. So then we're in traffic, Beverly Hills traffic. I don't know if there's traffic in Beverly Hills. I don't think there's even I just think that people just exist out there. I don't know what happens in Beverly Hills, but
Yep, that's right. I'm assuming it's the same amount of traffic as anywhere else in LA.
oh,
Right?
yeah, a lot, right?
Yeah, I would assume. And then this is when we see our ick bitch license plate, which we never did understand what that.
Yeah,
They didn't explain it ever.
no, but is it supposed to be Icarus? Because his movie's Icarus,
Oh, you're totally right.
but there's no K in Icarus, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
I'm mything correctly,
And
right?
is he calling himself a bitch?
But it's her car. Isn't
Well,
it?
but it's his car. I'm assuming he's paying for the car that she's
Oh yeah.
his assistant, or maybe she's calling him I don't know. I wanted them to explain because they focused on it twice. So like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, explain to me the license plate, please.
Yeah, Icarus bitch, I guess is what it would be short for.
You're totally right. Yeah, Icarus Rush is the name of his character, which is stupid.
The name of the movie, big franchise. So
Yeah. Anyway, so
she's
yeah,
she's just
losing her shit.
Yeah, she's just complaining about traffic. It's like if you want to complain about traffic, then don't drive.
Yeah, and when we say she, we mean Zara Joey King.
Yes, correct. And we cut to a restaurant, and we've got Zac Efron having a conversation with a lady. Her name is Ashley.
Ashley, yeah. She's not one of those needy girlfriends. She's one of the cool ones.
Right.
Is what she says.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I agree. I think it's time we take a big step in our relationship. Now, waiter, can you please tell us the specials in great detail?
Yeah.
Because
Basically,
he's trying to stall.
this is the breakup move, but he's waiting for Zara to show up with the
breakup gift.
Yeah, the plot device here, the MacGuffin, the earrings that he gives to every woman that he breaks up with. This is going to be important because this is a foreshadowed for later. Yeah, whatever. So
That's
check
right.
off the earrings. Yeah. If you show a pair of earrings in the first act, those earrings better go off in the third act.
That's right. And they do.
They do. So he's like, yeah, let's move this to the next level. And she's like, oh, great. And he's like, let's just be friends. And she's like, what? And then that's it.
Yeah. Well, he said, no, I didn't say to the next level. I said, we need to take a big step. And that big step is a big step away from this relationship. Like Zac Efron had a few lines that were kind of funny. That he delivered about a medium, but
yeah, we still love him, right? He's best friend of the pod. Yeah, BFF of the pod.
Welcome anytime. Just like Joey King. Welcome anytime on the pod.
Absolutely.
Nicole Kidman, though.
Welcome, but we will make fun of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Zac Efron, though, come on. And
come on. Yeah, Joey King, too.
Yeah, and
Justin both together.
And Justin Bieber, too, because he's our best friend. He's actually our best friend.
Yeah, he's bought us drinks. We know that guy. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Joey King, Zara shows up just in time, delivers the earrings, they break up, and Ashley walks out crushed, devastated as usual. And so Chris and Zara leave. Seems like this is a routine. They've done this before, right?
Yeah. And then we're in the car listening to Cher. I believe in love after death, right? And he's ripping into Joey King character there, Zara, being like, hey, you were late, yada, yada, yada. And then
incompetence.
You gotta be incompetent. Yeah, you gotta be fired. Then you talk about his newest flick. He does a little ITMT. He's like, it's like Die Hard meets Miracle on 34th Street, which I'd see that movie.
Which they're kind of the same movie.
Kind of the same movie. Yeah, pretty much, right? Obviously.
Yep. Well, with a little bit of speed.
With a little bit of speed, right? Yeah. And then she's like, then we get the other kind of storyline here. She's like, oh, let's find a better writer to fix the script.
Yep.
And it's like literally the next scene, you're like, and mom's a writer. So then he's like, hey, can you clean this mess up with Ashley and go get my stuff? So we just learned that she's, a gopher.
She just, does it all. And she's like, she doesn't like this, obviously.
Yeah, but if you take the job as being an assistant, you
get what you get. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't, right?
I mean, there's the promise of being a producer later, and that's not gonna, it's a whole thing. Like
we're producers.
It's a complicated
relationship. We produce this show. It doesn't mean anything. Producer is a stupid title.
That's right.
Maybe you bring up some money, and that's about it.
Yeah, listeners, what do you think about producers?
Great question.
Yeah. Is milk canceled? Because that's also a line in this scene.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah.
Is
This
it?
movie sucks.
Yeah.
No, milk isn't canceled, I don't think.
No. Cows are great. So, well, not really. But anyways, they fart and it's not good, right? But
Yeah,
all right,
bad for the environment. Yeah.
bad for the environment. Everything is. We are. So,
Adorable. Everyone loves cows.
yeah, right? You ever going cow tipping?
And happy cows. Happy California cows. We're bringing it back. California, we love you for your cows.
Yes. All right. So here we are at Mom's house, and
Mom and Grandma chit-chatting.
we literally learn that Mom's a writer. They're literally chit-chatting about writing. And they're like, oh, I wonder if that's going to come back later.
Yeah. And Mom's got annoying celebrity problems too. She's like, I just feel irrelevant. Like, I don't even know which direction to take this writing in, blah, blah, blah. And Mom's, Kathy Bates is exclusively the words of wisdom character in this movie.
Yes.
Which Academy Award winning Kathy Bates. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
Why do you write?
Why do you write? To find out things I don't understand. Stupid.
Yeah,
That's not.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I write because I'm hoping someone will read it and pay me money to do that.
That's right. That's right. So. And she's like, well, why didn't, so if you're trying to like use writing as a tool to help you learn about life, why haven't you written about your dead husband, Charlie? Like, we get so much exposition.
So much exposition, right? Yeah.
And she's like, well, Charlie was your son too. So like, why don't you write about her? And Grandma's like, I'm not a writer. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And Grandma talks about wanting to be Stevie Nicks.
She's mother-in-law too, by the way. So it's her dead son. Right. That was her husband. So that's kind of somewhat important. Anyway, so that's it. And then we cut to home. Zara comes home, and Mom's house is awesome. Like, it's
like everyone in this movie is wicked wealthy and off, and it's
stop complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
everyone's life should be easy.
Yes. Like you brood on your like little deck grassy thing that overlooks the ocean. Shut up.
on your acre of land next to the ocean with a beautiful manicured lawn and an awesome patio next to your sweet glass mansion. Yeah. Oh, your life sucks.
Oh, that's really tough. Oh, yeah.
I have a dead husband.
Yeah. You know what I have? I have like kids screaming outside and a neighbor who likes to do exercise at 3 in the afternoon. Live with that.
Wildly unrelatable character. Hey, well, actually, great connection to Kissing Booth as a series also, because they're all also like wildly wealthy in Southern California.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's just like
wicked unrelatable characters.
Yeah. You have that much money, you don't have problems. Just shut up.
That's right.
Just stop. Shut up.
That's right.
Your feelings don't matter after you have a certain net worth, I think. Right?
Yeah. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure shit helps.
Puts a smile on my face. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right. That's right. Listeners, buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt. Or just send us money. You have Jared's Venmo.
That's right. Jared's Venmo. Jared-DeLuca on Venmo.
Just send him money.
We'll sort it with Russ.
Yeah, we'll sort out the taxes, everything else. All right.
Well, don't put it as like a business transaction. Just send it like you're sending it to a friend.
Yeah,
because that's what we are.
We're all friends. We're friends here.
We're all friends here.
That's ITMT's motto.
Friends.
Come sit, eat. Friends.
Eat, pray, friends?
Yes. Eat friends? No, wait, no, we're not cannibals. That's not what we're
Well, speak for yourself.
You don't know until you try it, right?
Yeah. Eat, pray, friends. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
So
for the algorithm.
So, and then we cut to Mom and Zara having a moment on the couch, seen from the trailer. She's like, "Oh, when did you first publish your book?" "Oh, when I was 29. "Oh, I'm 29. Published my first book." And
she's like, "When's my life gonna start?" And she's like, "You're 24. Your life is over."
Yeah. Like, just grow up.
Yeah. Go meet some old husbands on set.
So then Chris calls because he's a lonely dude. He's just a lonely famous actor, and he's just like, "Hey, can you go run an errand for me?" So then we're like,
then we get like a cut between bed scenes while they have a little chit chat.
Yeah. Right? And she's now at the grocery store because Chris can't go to grocery store because he's too famous to go to him.
Exactly.
This becomes a running joke later on.
He desperately needs isolated whey protein.
I mean,
for some reason,
don't we all?
But also, Zara's supposed to grab anything else fun or cool, which is a bad instruction.
Like, all right, like you can't be so famous and rich. You're stupid. I mean, I guess you can. I take that back. You definitely can. Yeah. There's a lot of actually, most of them aren't they?
I mean, maybe listeners.
Are
you a celebrity?
Are you a celebrity? Do you want to give us money to be stupid? Okay. All right. So yeah, she's running errands, grocery store, but already never because he's too famous. And massive Oreo cookie product placement just takes up an entire section of grocery store. What grocery store is this that has that?
I feel like my grocery store has a section of Oreos. Yeah,
like
because there are 100 different kinds of Oreos.
This is a
valid point.
There are.
You got Thins, you got mint, you got cinnamon bun now, strawberry shortcake apparently. So many different chocolate Oreos.
A few moments later.
Double stuff, triple stuff, maximum stuff, Oreos. Brought to you by Oreos. Fried Oreos, chicken fried Oreos, Oreo gumbo.
Oreo gumbo. So yeah, then we cut to her friend's job. She's just in some rich person's house organizing the closet that's massive.
That's right.
And it's her friend Stella, who's the playwright, and she's like, "Hey, Sherry Cola, let's go."
Cool name.
Yeah, it can't be real, right?
I think it's real, dude.
Really?
I mean, it is now.
It's
LA, baby.
You think the parents are? You think the parents are like, "Oh, our last name's Cola. What should we name our kid?" Sherry. And that was like a joke, and they're like, "Yeah, let's run with it."
It's almost like cherry, but
not. It's like the wine, the cooking wine.
Should have named her Coca. Do it for the product placement. But yeah, she's a writer, and Zara's trying to recruit her to fix the script because they're again complaining about Chris's new script and how terrible it is.
Yeah,
I mean, she's like, that's not my kind of movie. I'm writing like this coming of queer dramedy thing. Yeah. And Zara's like, you gotta help me out, bro.
Yeah.
It's annoying. She begs a lot and only ever thinks about herself, which we'll come back to.
Yeah, that's the whole point, right? She's selfish. So then we're at Chris's house. Zara pulls up and she can't get in. There's like these really dumb moments. You're like, why is this happening? She can't get in. Cut this.
Yeah.
He changed the code, whatever, and she jumps the fence and
he's mad. You know, he wants a letter of apology. That's also important. He's like, you're supposed to be here at 8:30. Write me a letter of apology.
Yes. We get some paparazzi taking photos, which I thought was going to come back later as being important, but it really wasn't.
It didn't. Nope. They made it seem like it would be in the trailer too.
Yeah.
If you remember, listener, but it's never important. The paparazzi is never important.
No, it doesn't matter. Cut it. And then she storms in and she quits. So he's working out. It's all seen from the trailer or whatever. And he's like, I also thought
the security guy was going to be important because he's in this, or the personal chef maid character, because she's in this scene too. They introduce so many characters that they throw away immediately.
Well, I guess the maid is important because she stays with her.
Yeah, but for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. But
like, she's barely in the movie, and they make it like seem the way they introduce them. You're like, oh wait, this guy's going to come back. Oh, this woman's going to come back. No, they don't.
No. So she quits, right? And she's like, explains everything we already know. Like, hey, you promised me to be a producer, make me producer when I started this like 2 years ago. Yada yada yada.
Start the new movie on Monday.
She's like, I want to run your business. Which okay,
she's not qualified for that.
We get the chartreuse. That's a beverage. Chartreuse.
Skadoosh.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jack Black's got like a patent on that.
Yeah, we probably have to bleep that out, don't we? And he's like, no, you're fired because you screwed this thing up. And she storms out of the house.
Me, I quit.
Yeah, and she's like, have fun shaving your own neck. That's gross.
What a weird thing to say. Yep.
And she gets in her car and she's like, what am I going to do? My mom and family is rich. What am I going to do now? I live in Beverly Hills. My mom's famous, and we've got a ton of money.
What a burden.
Such a burden.
Yeah. If it's if being wealthy is such a problem, they got mansions. I think we should rob them. That's a shout out to Good Charlotte.
Well done.
Remember that song?
Yep. All right. So then we're back home. Zara's chatting with mom, and we get the other friend comes over. What's her name?
Yep. Eugenie.
Eugenie.
Yeah. But they call her Jeannie.
We'll just call her Jeannie. She's like, hey, let's celebrate you quitting. But she didn't tell her mom yet. So there's like this whole thing of like trust and like they communicate and they tell each other everything. But she's like kind of holding it back.
I also thought this was going to be kind of a will they, won't they thing, maybe. But that didn't pan out either.
No.
But Jeannie needs formal clothing because she's meeting Malcolm's family and it's going to be a whole thing.
And this is where we learn about the Vogue closet. Mom got a bunch of Vogue clothing that she never wears. It's all in the closet. This comes back later because
so much exposition.
Yeah, ton of it. I'm 24. I'm unemployed. Ugh. I live home with my mom in this beautiful house. Ugh.
Yep.
The ocean is like right there. The ocean's like right there.
You know what that real estate costs? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Chekhov's super bitch pin comes out.
Yep. That's right.
A lot of Chekhov material in this movie. They're like, oh, here's the thing. We're going to show it again later, one other time.
And a friend leaves him, like, it's just later at the home here. And Sarah finally tells mom that she quit. Quit Chris there. And mom goes on about how she's
like, you never stick with anything.
Yeah. And, you know, what's best for me? Why don't you tell me? And mom's like, I can't. You got to figure this out, kid.
Yep. Yeah, she's like, yo, you just come up to me and say, what should I do with my life? Like, what's having for dinner?
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't answer that because her accent is ridiculous. So
it's just Australian. It's a subtle Australian.
It's not.
it's just delicate. It's a delicate Australian.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Look at them waves.
Look at them waves. Oh no.
Spiders.
I saw a video the other day. I was scrolling through Instagram because that's mostly what I do other than this. And there was something about like, hey, come visit Australia. And there's people on like this, like, you know, tour
Australia
bus,
boat?
whatever. Yeah, Australia boat, whatever bus. And there's this spider that is just like massive, dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, like hanging on the tree. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going. That's it. Australia was on the list. Now it's like, whoop, scratch that one off. I ain't going there.
You didn't know about all the bad stuff they have in Australia?
No, we've talked about the spiders, but I didn't realize they were that big. Like I figured,
They're
like
that big.
I thought they were like, like the size of a plate, which is big and that's scary. This was like
Lavalantula big. I
know. Like a small human.
Yep. Listeners, go listen to that episode.
Why don't we know about this?
Because it's a horrible place. A horrible, horrible prison camp place.
Down under. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't know if I can do it right. Oh no. Melbourne. We don't have a lot of listeners down there, so it's fine. Yeah, kangaroos. Okay. All right, so then we got a little bit of kangaroos and spiders. All right, then we got a little montage, right? And Chris can't sleep. It's a mini montage. He makes dog biscuits, basically just to show he's alone. Yeah. He's a lonely, rich, famous person, you know?
Yep. And reading the bad script over and over again.
Yeah. Play some video games. The script is terrible. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. I think I didn't start describing the montages until halfway through this movie because I hated them so much.
Yeah, well, they're like short. There's just a lot of shorties.
Yeah, like Kissing Booth. A lot of quick montages.
A lot of them.
They're like, we have so many words. Like I can imagine the script that they're like, oh, this is just so many words. Why don't we just do montages instead?
Yeah, right. And it's still like an hour and 47 minutes. Why? Why? All right, so we're back at Mom's house here. Beautiful, beautiful beachfront property.
Gorgeous glass mansion.
Southern California. Don't throw rocks, you know? Chris shows up and Mom's clean and she got some music playing. She's jamming away, right? And Chris does a little B&E. He basically breaks into the house because the door is
the door's open. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't walk into someone's house. Like,
I've done it.
I don't know what they do out there in California, but so he's like random door, but he's trying to get in there. He just walks. He lets himself into the home, and
and they're both like, she hears something, and so like they're both like Zara, like wandering around the house for 5 minutes.
She complaining. Thinks he's an attacker. She grabs a thing, she grabs a
weapon,
and then she sees him and is like, oh no, and
Did you just let yourself in? And he's like, well, I'm famous, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not famous. This is famous.
Right, because Zac Efron is also from Australia.
Well, I was doing her saying, you're not famous. Yeah.
Oh, right. This is famous.
This is famous. So always comes back to Crocodile Dundee.
Australia's favorite son.
I mean, obviously, right? Like,
Nicole Kidman wishes she was Crocodile Dundee.
right? It's like Crocodile Dundee, Nicole Kidman, Mel
Oh,
Gibson.
no. She's way lower. Like Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mel Gibson might even be before Nicole Kidman. I don't
Really? You think so? I don't know.
I mean, we hate well-known Nazi Mel Gibson on this podcast, but
bottom of the list. So we have our kind of meet cute moment here, right? And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to go change," and they go and they chat, and he's like, "I sense an accent, South African." Yes,
yeah, because her accent's fucked.
Yes, Jack, we're all confused what her accent is.
Yes. Thank you for validating me.
No, Australian.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's like, "Do you have any tequila?" And she's like, "Yeah, help yourself."
And then I love how like he's like, "Oh, do you know Margot Robbie?" She's like, "No."
He's like, "I do."
But the writer does from the untitled Margot Robbie Ocean's 11 movie.
Well, I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
They've never met.
No, never met. So he goes on about how Zara quit and he wants her back. And
And
they
they're
have
both doing tequila shots.
And I'll tell you what, you start doing tequila shots.
doing tequila shots right
Am I right? Somebody cut to a street. Zara's walking with her friend Stella there, dog walking, because that's what you got to do when
you're a struggling writer in LA. You walk
right.
dogs, you clean closets, you do what you do. She's a hustler. Stella, again, the only good character in this movie. She doesn't have life handed to her on a silver platter like Zara. It's
no, but she bails
her way.
But she bails on the writing assignment, the writing job, right? And
right. And she needs a new producer partner, a real producer this time.
Oof, ouch.
Stings.
We're producers.
Yeah,
right?
Stella, call us.
Call us. Give us a call. We'll
Sherry
produce.
Cola, you have a cool ass name. We'll produce the hell out of you.
Cool ass name. Get on the pod.
Yeah, get on the pod. You.
Right? We mean that in the nicest way possible.
Yeah. In the classic ITMT sense.
That's right. We're back at Mom's house here.
We're drinking and snacking, doing Australia stuff.
Right?
And he kind of tells her what's up. He's like, "Have you seen any of my movies? This new script is terrible. I can't possibly be in this other thing. I'm Icarus Rush. Don't you know who that is?" And she's like, "Oh, you mean like Icarus, like the old myth?" And he's like, "What?"
Oh, what?
Because he's a dum-dum. And she explains Icarus to him. And he's like, "Oh, that explains why Dr. Minotaur was my arch nemesis in the first movie." Like,
come on,
cut
dude.
all of this. Cut this whole scene.
Yeah, whatever. Just have
we're
keep doing tequila shots.
ameliorating early, but yeah,
that's all right. It happens. They have their moment, and she gives them a book about Icarus. Yep, she's got awards, whatever. And he's like, "Oh, you're a writer? I wonder if this is going to come back later."
Mm-hmm.
And we learn about Dad passed away.
What about Dead Daddy? Yeah,
Dead Daddy, 11 years ago, and he's like, "Yeah, my brother,
also dead,
also dead."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what did he do?
He starts mocking her. He starts doing an Australian accent.
He's
Just
like, all right, so she's like, "What's wrong with the script?" And he's like, "It's being made." That's a little kind of meta moment.
Yeah, he's a bad actor in a bad movie, playing a bad actor in a bad movie. So
yeah. So a little on point there.
Yep. And then we cut to Zara eating donuts in the car, giving Grandma a call.
Yeah.
And Grandma, a little harsh, was like, "Well, what makes you happy, kid?"
Dough. Obviously not money.
Being rich. Yeah, cut back to Chris and Mom. They're flirting, talking about his fake quads. And he's like, "Oh, no, these are real quads."
Real quads. Yep.
I got a quad job.
And then he gets into like the surgery, something on his chin, her wrist, her hand was broken.
Like a little self-aware something.
Yeah, something.
Like, "Oh, why does your face look different, Zac Efron?"
Yeah, what happened?
Smurgery.
And he's like, "Oh, it's so easy to talk to you. It's just really nice, you know?" And he's like, "Oh, you smell good."
When she says she broke her hand, she says she broke her hand playing football. Do you think she meant American football
No.
or soccer football, which is
Soccer.
an irony of breaking your hand playing soccer.
Right. Or rugby considered? Do they call that? No, they just call it rugby.
No, they call it rugby. Yeah. Hard to say.
Hard to
There's
say.
so many confusing things. The script sucks. This movie
Yeah.
sucks.
And that's our review. The end.
Yep. And then they start making up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And shot from a trailer. They're making on the hallway. And then is this Chatouche?
Sex montage.
Chatouche, yeah, sex montage. She's like, I don't care. He rips her shirt. And he's like, I don't care. And she rips his shirt, which is, haha.
Yeah.
And then Zara comes home. She's like, Mom, where are you? And she stumbles in on them getting
Before she does that, she goes to the fridge, opens it up, takes out a bundle of grapes, and just starts popping grapes into her mouth. Like, what a psycho thing to do.
How do you eat grapes?
I'm gonna contain them somehow. She's waving around a stick of.
I mean, yeah, they're gonna. Those are gonna like some are gonna fall off that.
They're gonna fling everywhere. Yeah,
that's true.
You're gonna have grapes all over the house.
Well, maybe California grapes are different, right? We've got these Northeast grapes. They're just angry and they just like, I want to wilt and die. Leave me alone. They just fall off the thing.
Right.
Where California grapes, I think they're just perfect, right?
Ford tough. Zara Ford.
It's all coming back. So, we haven't seen in a long time, actually? We haven't seen someone drink from a milk carton or a carton in general in a long time from a movie.
That's right. Well, milk is canceled.
Oh, right. That's right. Because it comes from cows.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't.
And choosy moms choose Jif.
That's right. All right, so sorry, she's looking for mom. She goes upstairs, and it's all seen from the trailer. She finds them getting it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. And she freaks out.
She chokes on a grape and then, knocks herself out on the doorway. And, well, not quite. I guess she's still conscious. They make it look way worse in the trailer than it is. And they're like reviving her here. And he's like, she's freaking out because his skin is so close to my skin. Get him away from me. It's my boss. Ew, sick.
He's got his shirt off, and Zac Efron, we love you, but you look like your body's also just turned into like a G.I. Joe character, like just kind of everything's
a lot of steroids. I think.
Yeah, right. Like,
hey man, do you whatever makes you happy?
If you got the money for it, and the people tell you, you're okay, do it.
Yeah, fill me up with human growth hormone.
Get that HGH in there. I want to hit 70 home runs this year. Come on,
get on the gear. Just get on the gear.
I want to turn those fly outs into home runs. That's what I'm doing.
That's right. That's the ITMT motto,
right?
Turn those fly
outs into home runs.
Yep,
we say that all the time.
Swing for the fence.
Just get inside the ballpark, would you? And then we're at the doc's office, and this whole scene just could have disappeared. But basically, the whole bit here is that the doctor isn't paying attention because Chris walks in, and I guess they have the
celebrity. They
first are in the waiting area, and she's like kind of reprimanding both of them, and then they go
That's when you get the age gap thing.
Yeah, and then they go into the doc's office, and Chris shows up, and the doc is more interested in.
And the mom. Brooke kind of tries to explain away her banging Chris. Like she compares it to Zara getting an eyebrow piercing, which doesn't really make any sense. But like, see, that made me upset, and this is me making you upset. Like, I hate to be on Zara's side because she's kind of a brat most of the movie, but like, she's definitely the hero of this movie, and Mom and Zac Efron are the villains for sure. Like, can you imagine if you didn't? Let's pretend you worked, and you didn't like your boss.
Let's go easy there, but okay.
Yeah, you used to work. You remember what it's like.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to forget it.
You had a boss you didn't like at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go for it.
Imagine if your mom banged him.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird.
It's icky.
Or her, whatever.
Imagine if your mom banged her. Right, exactly. Either way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not great.
Yeah, that's a conflict.
Like they're gaslighting Zara this whole movie, and
it's
being like your feelings don't matter, and it's a whole thing. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a conflict of interest. I think that's what we're looking for there.
Yeah, don't shit where you job.
That's right.
Well, do shit where you job.
Yeah, definitely, because the bathrooms are definitely better than your home bathroom. But
you'd get paid for it. You don't have to pay for toilet paper.
Oh, it's so great.
Yep. It's isn't that an old the old rhyme there, right?
Poop where you work.
Yeah.
And
Boss gets $1, I get a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
is that when you bust out by the water cooler with all the other coworkers?
That's right.
Hey, listen to this, everyone.
Boss gets $1.
I get a dime. That's why I poop on their time.
That's why I'm taking this Zoom call in the bathroom.
Am I right? Janice from
Don't
finance?
do that, listeners.
Yeah.
Poor Janet.
Anyway. All right.
But yeah, the doctor's annoying. He's doing like a whole starstruck thing this whole time, right?
Yeah.
And poor Zara is like, "Can I please get some medical attention?" Because she needs medical attention.
He's like, no, welcome to the United States of America.
Yeah.
Too deep, too soon.
Yeah.
Too deep, too soon.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. All right. Settle down.
All right.
All right. Oh, nar. Oh, nar.
Oh, no.
All right, so we're back at Mom's house. Scene from the trailer in the car. She's like, "All right, enough. You're not Jack and Rose. Just get the hell out of the car, right?"
Yep.
Because Mom and Jack are
From the trailer.
Yeah, they're kissing.
Which the trailer made us think this was going to be way later in the movie, as this is when she forces them to break up for real, but it's not.
No,
it's like they just keep doing it immediately.
And then and Jack wants her back to work as his assistant and offers her an associate producer role.
Yep, begging for it like we beg for emails.
Yeah, associate producer role. Be like, no, I want to be director. That's what's important.
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, I don't want that job just because my mom slept with a celebrity." And he's like, "Whoa, that's offensive. Your mom slept with a movie star, not a celebrity. Totally different."
That's right.
And I think it's a shitty job, associate producer, but you're ready for it.
You're associate producer. So yeah, he kicks her out, or she kicks him out. Whatever. She takes him back. It doesn't matter.
She agrees. Yeah,
yes,
exactly. She's like, "I'll take the job as long as the thing with you and my mom doesn't happen ever again."
Ever again. Yep. Okay. And we cut to we're on set.
Well, she goes back inside and they get a little upset thing with the mom. The mom's like, can we talk about this? Am I gonna see you in the morning? And she's like, no.
Right.
And she's like, sorry, I went a little crazy. The mom's apologizing briefly. Zara says she got her job back. And she's like, well, that's good, isn't it? Door slam. It's a whole thing. Right. They're upset.
Yeah.
Then we cut to the set. Yeah.
And then we're on set, and we got Zac Efron doing some Icarus Rush acting here.
Yep. He's crying, talking about how before the sun is down, I'll kill every last one of them. And then he whips out a gun, and everyone freaks out.
And he starts just shooting it, and then the director's like, "Le cut," because she's French or something.
Oui.
No guns. And Zara goes up to him and is like, "Hey, no guns," and she makes some weird. It's a problem in this country joke, but it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
true,
sure, right. But now's the time
to make that joke.
Yep. And then he responds to the gun violence thing with a crack about how the director called him fat because she asked if he was hungry. This scene doesn't make any sense really. Like the script is just bad.
Yeah. And then something about finding a new writer.
Yeah. Well, she left Stella's script in his trailer. He's got to read it. Stella's agreeing to rewrite the shitty script, so they're doing the whole thing.
They were walking off set, and he closes the door, and he's like, "I'll read it. Go get my laundry." And they make
some random demands, like it's too hot. He can't cry when he's sweating, and he needs a translator because he can't understand the director because she's French, and yada yada yada. Zara's like, boy, am I living the dream.
And aren't we as well? And we're living a dream into part 2, ending part 1. Part 2, oui, monsieur. I didn't take any French, just picked up.
No. Will we be doing that more in part 2, listeners? Probably.
Check it out. So that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back Thursday with part 2. Meantime, follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That. And subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts and set us to auto download. And if you like the show, share it with your Australian friends.
Yep. Or share it with your Australian enemies.
Yeah.
Write a review on downunder.gov.
Right?
.au.
Maybe don't go to that website.
No, do go to that website. It's probably cool.
Are you sure? Down under that?
.gov.au. That's right. I bet they do listener reviews of podcasts mostly.
Downunder.gov.au?
That's right.
Down under. Okay.
How many times are you going to say this website?
I'm just curious.
.gov.au. Yeah.
If someone goes there, let us know what's on there, please.
Yeah. We're not going to. It's probably viruses or something.
Absolutely.
So instead, don't do that.
That's not a virus. This is a virus.
That's not a .gov.
Oh, you get to that website, you're like, oh no.
Oh no. So instead of doing that, you should just send us an email because we like those too, and we beg for them. Don't make me beg, baby. It just means that at gmail.com. Or go to our website, not that other website we were talking about before, and our website, because we have
Our
hundreds
website.
of hours. Our
website.
So much content, episodes for days, merch,
Let's go.
t-shirts,
Go there.
sweatshirts,
Do it.
any kind of shirt, really.
Feel it.
Tank tops, all the shirts.
Wear it.
Info about the show, some character stuff, maybe. I don't even think that's on there.
Nope.
I mean, there's a little bit. Information about Russ's book host, that's not on there either, but I would say it. And but you can just Google Russ Capasso host and you buy his book wherever you buy books.
Please.
And a whole lot of other stuff. It's all at itsthismeansthat.com.